Hey, how's it going everyone? Tazen here. Today bringing you some more awesome news, updates and information regarding Nier and Nier Automata, specifically going over newly announced merchandise. So I'm going to get straight into some of the best things. So firstly, we've recently received some prototypes revealed of upcoming Bring Arts figures for characters of the series. And one awesome one being that of Nier. We are finally getting a Nier figure. This is Nier from Nier Replicant. This is after the 5-year time skip, so this is when he's in his early 20s as opposed to a teenager. I love the look of him. I think his clothes and everything looks awesome. Now going down here we can see an image of Nier next to the recently released Kaine Bring Arts figure, which I have here. And it's awesome. In between them is a little figure of Grimoire Weiss. So I'm hoping that we actually get Grimoire Weiss with Nier. That would be awesome. Currently there's no word yet of Nier from Nier Gestalt, so the older adult Nier in his late 30s. That would be awesome to get him too. I think for obviously people of the West who obviously only played that version in English, maybe they want that. I really want to get Nier from Nier Replicant, especially being the canon Nier, but also I love the look of him. I find it's much more fitting to the themes and settings of Nier. I feel, especially now with Nier Automata coming out, people who may want to play the original Nier series, looking at the two different Niers, maybe resonate more with the younger Nier. Now, given Nier Automata, sort of, you know, the aesthetics of the characters in that game are more similar to younger Nier than to older Nier. But yeah, that is so fantastic, but that's not all we have. So looking at some more images here, we have prototypes of Adam and Eve from Nier Automata. They look awesome. They look absolutely awesome. Again, these aren't colored. I hope when they're colored, we will see the symbol of the Cult of the Watchers on Eve. That would be fantastic. Also going across half his face. I hope they do have red eyes. Again, I really want to learn more about basically how the red eyes came to, or the red eye disease I should say, came to exist, and what appears to have transferred itself or evolved in a form to have infected the androids. Then moving on here, we have coloured prototypes of Deviler and Popula. This is the Deviler and Popula models from Nier Automata. They look amazing. I love the look of them. I really love Deviler's hair. I just think, you know, all around they both look awesome. Hopefully these will be sold as a set. Same goes with Adam and Eve. I'm not too sure if they will, but I really hope they will. I think that would be fantastic, and hopefully that will be somewhat cheaper. But then moving on to here, we have a prototype coloured of a 2B version 2. So we recently had 2B released with a machine life form, and this one appears to not have a machine life form. I can't tell in detail what the difference, if there are differences between the actual figure, but in terms of what's included, you can see some differences here, one being one of the spears that's included from the game, and also one of the hand weapons that's included from the game. I love this, especially love using it. I think it looks fantastic. Also, we can see a variant of her lower body there, which will obviously be included. And now moving on, we can see that they're also selling some weapons from Nier and Nier Automata. So I can see here, for example, the Phoenix Dagger and stuff. These are going to apparently be sold through gacha style random boxes, so it'll be a matter of, you know, hopefully get the one you want. There are so many of these I would love, and that's fantastic. It gives me all the more reason to get some of these Bring Arts figures. I'm obviously not going to get them all. Again, it's not a cheap investment purchasing Bring Arts figures, especially if you're going to be purchasing all of these, but I think they look fantastic. One thing I really want to bring up is when I saw these images on Twitter, there was an announcement, at least according to Google Translate, that with the posting of the Nier one, they are working on a prototype of an Emil figure. That is epic. I would love to see that. I would really love to see that. But as you can see here, there's also these two figures of an Emil and of a machine life form, somewhat in a sort of chibi aspect. They're cool. But again, I really can't wait to hopefully see what this prototype would look like of a potential Bring Arts Emil figure. I would love to get that, so then I would have Nier, Kaine and Emil. That would be awesome. Now moving on to some more merchandise information. Now recently in a video I talked about the prototype being revealed for a 9S and A2 Bring Arts figure. Fortunately, they have been announced to now be available for pre-order. So now we can see a lot more images of them. So starting off looking at the A2 figure, we can also see here that she includes one of the hand weapons. She includes quite a few other weapons. So she's got the Virtuous Grief, Cruel Arrogance, the Type 40 Lance. She's got alternative hands and head parts as well as alternative body parts. What's interesting is she includes the Baby King in the cradle with her. That's awesome. So unlike the 2B one which came with the Machine Lifeform, this one comes with the Baby King. I think that's cool because it's quite relevant to A2's story. This one is currently available for pre-order on special on ArmyArmy. Again, prices will vary, especially depending on the time you view this. So I'll just leave a link below so you can check it out, see what prices they are. But now moving on to the other one, and that is the 9S Spring Arts figure. So having a look here at the 9S Spring Arts figure, we can see that one, there is him with the blindfold. There's alternative head without the blindfold, which looks awesome. He includes his pod with him. Now he includes quite a few accessories. So having a look here, he has several head variations. He's got a lower body variation. He has an arm variation. I won't say what this arm variation is because that could potentially be spoiling some things from the game. But looking at the weapons, he includes the Cruel Oath, the Cruel Blood Oath, some spears, obviously the black box, the hacking effect. I think that looks awesome, as well as obviously the alternative face, hands, arm parts. This is fantastic. This is also currently available for pre-order. It's actually cheaper than the A2 one. So if you're interested in getting only one of the two, and maybe you can't afford the A2 one, this is a good option. I would love to get this one, but I already have a 9S figure, so I may leave that for now and put that money towards a Bring Arts figure of Nier or Adam and Eve, Devil of Poplar, for example. I've also got the pre-order underway for the upcoming A2 figure releasing this month, so I'll be happy with that one for now. But again, they both look awesome. So now moving on to some more information that was regarding last year. It was announced that Square Enix will be collaborating, part of Nier Automata, with Volksdolphy Dream for a 2B and 9S dolls. We've actually now got images of these two dolls. So here's an image of both 9S and 2B next to each other. Here's one of 2B, here's one of 9S, and then here's a pamphlet which inside you can see a picture of both of them without the visors on. These are not so much for me, but again, there may be people out there that are interested in these. So if so, you know, hopefully more details come on how to get them. Currently, it was announced that they were being given out at the Nier Orchestra concert, which took place on the 17th of September. And they'll also be available at later points at various locations that are like authorized to sell these dolls, for example. But yeah, it's always interesting to note, and it's good to see just sort of collaborations and support for the Nier series. But moving on, I want to talk a bit about the orchestra concert which took place recently. So there was quite a lot of merch being sold at this concert. As you can see here, this is just some of the images of some of the merch. I won't go through all of them, but one here we can see an Emil jacket, where you put the hoodie up and Emil's face is on it. That looks interesting. Things like official pamphlets, A3 size clear poster and ticket case. We've got some other things like bags, t-shirts which look awesome. We've got things like a Nier Replicant Gestalt music box, which apparently plays Kaine Salvation. That's awesome. And then a Nier Automata music box which plays Weight of the World. So I'm assuming that once you open them and you'll hear the song in its own form. Cup and saucer. We've also got some silver pendants for Nier Replicant and Gestalt, which has Grimoire Vice or Grimoire Noir as an option. Got some silver earrings. We've got the Mini Plus 2B and 9S plushies, which are already available for purchase on various sites, including ArmyArmy. And then we've got a showcase of the A2 figure, which I recently talked about. It's coming out this month, currently available for pre-order. That looks fantastic. But yeah, that's just a brief look over them. But also in regards to the concert, they announced that there would be a release of an orchestral arrangement soundtrack for both Nier and Nier Automata. Recently that got released and there was a special box edition which included both soundtracks as well as a special disc. I was fortunately able to purchase and get one, which came not long ago, so I did an unboxing of that yesterday actually. So if you're interested in checking that out, feel free to have a look. Maybe you're interested in also getting that too, or maybe just getting one of the soundtracks. You know, maybe you played the original Nier game and you only wish to get the orchestral arrangement soundtrack for that, or vice versa. Regardless, I was really excited to be able to unbox that because it's just so fantastic. So again, if that's something that interests you, hopefully my unboxing will help you get a better idea of all the content that is included with it, etc. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. That is a lot of new stuff coming. I'm so excited to see that, you know, over a year after the game's release, there is so much support for this series, which was quite a juxtaposition to how it was when Nier, Gestalt and Replicant came out. It was very much, I guess you could say, unfortunately it didn't kick off like Nier Automata did, but now given Nier Automata's success, the whole Nier series is got a new light shone upon it, and it's being looked at in much higher regard now. I think that's great because it's bringing people back to the original game, and hopefully it's also bringing people even further back to the Drakengard games, which is where it all began. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Let me know your thoughts on any of these, how excited you may be, and yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you'll enjoy it, and until next video, stay spot on.